We all know the old verbiage, gear doesn't matter. Well, it's time to put that theory to the test. This is my typical video rig for real estate. It's impressive to look at, it weighs a lot, and it costs a lot more. This is the Insta360 Go 3. It weighs nothing, and I can buy more than 10 of these cameras for the price of this professional rig. Can I produce a quality real estate video with just this little Go 3? I mean, obviously I can make one, but can I create something that can compete with my professional everyday rig? Let's find out. What's the deal, everyone? Welcome back to the studio. I'm Jeremy Deal, and I want to start off by saying this is such an unfair comparison. Let me just set this out of the way for now. This is a random idea I had at like 2 a.m. when we're realistically talking about comparing a year's worth of meticulously acquired equipment to suit the task of specifically creating real estate videos against this little tiny camera you can pick up at your local electronic shops or the affiliate link below.
Yes.
Check that. Let me beat you to the punch by saying how surprised I am at the final product. Could you deliver this as a basic video product for clients? Short answer is yes, you can. For everyone that tuned in just to hear that answer, you're good to go. Peace out. And everyone else interested in how I came to this conclusion, let's dig in a little bit deeper. Point 1, ease of use. There are a lot of things you have to think about when doing real estate videos, especially if you're new to the process. And if you started off as a photographer like I did, there's a steep learning curve ahead of you. With photography, there's a lot you can just fix in post, but with video, that task becomes much harder. Everything has to be right in camera. Well, let me back up by saying, yeah, I guess you could put my big rig in some sort of auto mode to simplify everything, but trust me when I tell you, that's a non-starter. We're not doing that. I didn't spend all that money for auto mode. With the Go 3, there are very few options to go through. Since it has flow state technology built into the camera, you don't need a gimbal, and with the flip up screen, you don't need an extra monitor. Screw it to whatever attachment you have to give you a better holding point for balancing and start shooting, because holding it like this makes it a little difficult. You will encounter one issue without the physical gimbal. It'll be up to you to keep the vertical straight while filming, so just be cautious of tilting up and down as you push in. That's why I recommend attaching the extended pole to the bottom to give you a nice weighted base. It makes everything smoother and keeps your camera a little more balanced while moving around the property. Point 2, quality of image. I'm gonna cut straight to the point with this one. The quality from my video rig is better, but, with one huge caveat. The video quality I get from my rig is better now. But if the very first time I ever made a real estate video, I had the Go 3, that would have been better. Let me explain. I'll be brutally honest here. My first attempts at real estate video were horrible. I knew very little about video as a lifelong photographer and just assumed those skills would cross over super easily and I would just knock it out the park. Well, I was dead wrong there. My first 20 attempts at doing this, they were so bad that they were basically undeliverable. But if I'd have done it with the small Go 3, I probably could have delivered every one of those. See, it's not the movements you'll have problem with, it's the camera settings. It's everything about moving into a new medium. But the Go 3 took all of that guesswork out of the equation. It allowed me to just turn it on and start shooting. I do recommend using a more muted color tone option when shooting, and if a full tutorial on how to make a real estate video with the Go 3 is something you're interested in, then please comment down below so I know it's something I should start working on. Point 3, time on site. The absolute best thing about this camera compared to my full video rig is how little time it takes me to be up and running and completely done with a property. For a fair comparison, it takes me about 8 minutes to fully assemble this video rig, and then for a 2,500 square foot house, it takes me about 20-30 minutes to video the entire thing. Then it takes me another 5 minutes of breakdown, and then I'm out the door with this beast. With the Go 3, it took me exactly 10 seconds to turn it on, and you can see from this clip running right next to me at a super fast speed, it took me exactly 7 minutes and 48 seconds to shoot the entire property. Granted, I'd already shot the property twice at that point, one photo and one video, so I knew exactly what shots I was gonna get, but without having to set up any gear, without having to take white balance for every single room, it just allowed me to flow through the entire property super quickly. So again, if you're just starting off, let's set this back over here, and trying to add video to your photographic arsenal while knowing absolutely nothing about video or editing, this might just actually be the camera for you. or at least the camera for you to start off with, because it takes a lot of guesswork out of the equation. It allows you to focus on the shot and not all the other things videographers have to focus on to create that shot. Over time, you'll start to learn more and more about how to do this properly, and you will want to upgrade to a better video rig. But if the only thing you care about is creating an easy product that you can charge a client for and still looks good, well, this camera has all that. For me personally, it's not going to be replacing my main video rig, but I do keep it in my truck at all times, just in case something happens. I mean, for 300 bucks, you literally could not ask for a better last minute video backup camera or beginning camera for someone just trying to break into the field without having to learn every single little detail before you can start charging clients. As always, keep rocking and rolling, enjoy what you're doing, make smart business decisions, and if you made it all the way to the end, I think I kind of deserve a like at minimum. Possibly a sub to the channel? I don't know. Catch you next time. Man, let me just pick this thing up. Here you go. Look at me through this. Does that work? There we go. Hey, look at that. I can see myself. This camera, man, it surprises me. I've been using it for so much if you haven't noticed yet. This is the best little tiny action cam I've ever used. Just something about the fact that this thing can just pop on out at any point. It's magnetic. I know you can't see it, but I just attach it to my boom arm right there. And now I've got another angle of me maybe. Let's see what I look like. There we go. Another angle of me. If I wasn't talking about it, I could have kept it there the whole time. Think about buying one. Affiliate link below. You'll use it a lot more than you think. Peace out.